what's playing? Hello, friends! Today, we are going to talk about The Lost Symphony. The Lost Symphony is a mystery, supernatural psychological drama film that was released in 2021. This is not one of the most popular movies, but it's really worth watching, and if you love supernatural thrillers or mysteries, then this movie is absolutely for you. As I started watching the movie, I thought it would be just another supernatural thriller movie with some jump scares here and there, but after finishing the movie, my opinion entirely changed. It's not your usual ghost story or haunted house story. Instead, the whole movie is about the protagonist trying to understand who he is and where he belongs. Throughout the movie, he asks himself this question multiple times, but he never gets an answer. There is no easy explanation for his powers or how he ended up in that particular place. However, the more I think about this movie, the more I like it. It has a lot of depth, and it keeps you thinking even after the credits have rolled. You might be wondering why I haven't uploaded any videos for a while. Well, I took a break because I wasn't feeling very inspired. But watching this movie gave me so many ideas for new videos. So I'm back, and I'm excited to share them with you. Without further ado, let's get started with our analysis of The Lost Symphony. We will discuss the main themes of the movie, what makes it different from other supernatural thrillers, and some of the scenes that kept me up at night. In the beginning of the film, we meet our protagonist, a young music prodigy who lives in Berlin. He seems to be a normal guy, but he has a secret. He can compose beautiful music that sounds like nothing you have ever heard before. One day, he finds a strange old piano in his apartment building. As soon as he touches it, he hears voices in his head that tell him to write down some notes. He doesn't know why, but he does it anyway. Later on, he realizes that the music he wrote down is actually a symphony that was composed by Beethoven. He's shocked because he has never seen the symphony before, but it's as if his hand just knew how to play it perfectly. He starts to investigate and finds out that there is a secret society of musicians who are trying to unlock the secrets of music. They believe that there is a hidden code in Beethoven's music that can unlock the mysteries of the universe. Our protagonist becomes interested and decides to join them. However, he soon realizes that this society is dangerous and that its members are willing to do anything to achieve their goals. They don't care about the consequences and are willing to sacrifice anyone who gets in their way. Meanwhile, our protagonist is struggling with his own demons. He has lost his hearing and is slowly losing his sanity. The only thing that keeps him going is the hope that he can find the truth behind his powers and his connection to Beethoven. He believes that if he can do this, then he will be able to save himself and those around him from the darkness that is consuming them all. This movie is not like your typical supernatural thriller. It doesn't rely on jump scares or gore to keep you engaged. Instead, it uses the power of suggestion and atmosphere to create a sense of dread and suspense. For example, there is a scene where our protagonist is playing the piano, and he hears voices in his head telling him to play certain notes. We don't see or hear these voices, but we can feel their presence as he becomes more and more agitated. Another scene that I found particularly creepy is when he meets the other members of the secret society. They're all seemingly normal people, but there is something about them that feels off. We get the sense that they are hiding something from him and that they are not what they seem. The movie builds suspense slowly and steadily until it reaches a climax that will leave you breathless. I won't spoil anything here, but let us just say that things are not what they seem and that the truth is stranger than fiction. Overall, I was very impressed with the acting in this film. The lead actor did an excellent job portraying a man who is losing his mind. The supporting cast was also great, and they all worked together to create a believable and unsettling atmosphere. Another aspect of the film that I enjoyed was the cinematography. The camera work was creative, and it helped to create a sense of unease throughout the movie. There were some shots that I found particularly disturbing, like the one where the protagonist is sitting in a dark room and the camera slowly zooms in on his face. We can see the fear and confusion in his eyes, and it's really unsettling. The music in this movie is also worth mentioning. The soundtrack is mostly instrumental, and it consists of a mix of classical and modern music. The use of Beethoven's music is particularly effective, and it adds to the overall sense of mystery and suspense. However, there are also some aspects of the film that I didn't quite understand. The plot is definitely not for everyone, and it can be confusing at times. There are some parts of the movie that feel like they could have been explained better or that could have been cut altogether. For example, there is a love interest in the film who doesn't really serve a purpose in the plot. Her character could have been removed and nothing would have changed. Another thing that I didn't like was the ending. I thought it was a bit anticlimactic, and it left too many questions unanswered. I understand that the director wanted to leave some things to the imagination, but I felt like we deserved a better resolution. Despite these flaws, I still highly recommend this movie to anyone who enjoys supernatural thrillers or mysteries. It's a unique and thought-provoking film that will keep you guessing until the very end. Just be prepared for some disturbing imagery and a plot that will challenge your perception of reality. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Also, let us know what you thought of the movie in the comments below. That's all for now, my friends. Until next time, stay safe and keep an eye out for ghosts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!